Hi, this is Claire and welcome to Two Can Talk, where birds of a feather flock together, hopefully. I'm aware I haven't been on for a while, but I've just popped back on really because I was kind of thinking about the trans swimmer Leah Thomas, who took part in some sort of swimming competition with a group of women and of course beat them all hands down. And of course seeing her stand next to the woman who was asking her questions, you could physically see the difference between the two of them. And I just think, how is this fair? I mean, okay, we're looking at how that person, how Leah actually feels about, you know, her journey and how she's felt starting her life off as a man and going through puberty as a man and then ending up as a woman. But you know, it's not just about how she feels, is it? It's about how everybody feels. And some of these women have spent their life training and training to compete in a competition to win it, like the woman who I believe should have won it, who came second. And I believe the crowd would go along with me on that one, judging to their reaction. I don't see how we can take the feelings and the considerations of one person's journey against somebody else's. You know, I mean, obviously we all have our wounds, and you know, I have looked into my wounds being a psychotherapist, counsellor, hypnotherapist, and I have kind of taken a deep dive into my wounds and cleared a lot of my shit and all that sort of thing, and that's what I do, helping other people down the line. But even looking at my own sort of wounds and my own judgments in the past and actually having to sort of work those out and thinking, okay, Claire, well, where are you being judgmental? Where are you not seeing it from another person's viewpoint? You know, maybe you need to look into this. Maybe it's your issue, you know. But as much as I try and do that, and I try and take yet another deep dive into my own psyche and think, well, you know, does this issue belong with me? Or actually, is it an issue that we really need to address? Because how is it fair? I'm going to say that again. How is it fair that you can have, you know, somebody with a physique, the muscle mass of a man who, yes, wants to be a woman. I totally accept that. I don't have any judgment on that at all. But to compete with women who are born women, you know, I just don't, I find it's it's kind of like living life on the inverse, isn't it? You know, and if you want to work out when you spell life backwards or live backwards, what does it spell? Anyway, these are just my opinions, but to be honest with you, maybe we should just think about having a whole separate Olympics for transgender or you know, people that so that everybody can compete fairly. And I think this is the answer to all of it. You know, I mean, if a man went up against a woman in a boxing match, you know, he could kill her. I mean, where do we draw the line here? Well, if it's fair to go up against women in swimming, then it's fair to go up against women in boxing. It's fair to go up against women in any situation, biological women. And we are built differently. You know, we are built differently. I mean, I have to say that I watched this YouTube video the other day about, it was really, really funny actually, and it's really taking the piss. And actually, you know, I mean, I just came across it because I was going through YouTube videos, and it's about this motorcyclist who decides that he wants to identify as a cyclist. So he has his motorcycle, whatever it is, 250, 300, 500cc, and he's revving around, you know, and he used to come last in all the sort of races and things like that because he wasn't particularly good at motorcycling. So he decided he'd identify as a cyclist. And he was absolutely made up with himself because he was winning all the races, and he was, you know, flying past all these puffing and panting cyclists, you know, that had trained for years, you know, to cycle and had limbs that were, you know, sylph-like and muscular and could breathe properly and all the things that cyclists have to train for years to do. And there he is, roaring past them all and winning all the medals and having all the attention and, you know, great guy and all the rest of it. I don't know, just a thought, isn't it, really? Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on these kind of agendas. I know we don't like to openly have these conversations anymore. It just seems to me that certain things need to be brushed under the carpet. And why? Does that say about us, that we can't as adults have a conversation? You know, we're not children at the end of the day. Anyway, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear from you. I say I don't know the answers to it all. I'm just merely on here kind of, you know, with an opinion. That's it. So anyway, enjoy this beautiful sun, this beautiful day, or your beautiful evening, or whether you're in bed asleep, or I don't know, whether you're having dinner, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Enjoy, and I shall speak to you again soon. Ciao for now.